Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to remove your hands from your watch. So this process isn't as hard as you might think it is. It's actually very easy once you know what to do. You also should have the right tools to be doing this. So before you do anything, the first thing will be to remove the bracelet from your watch. Here is the bracelet for my SNK809. Now I do have a video on how to remove the bracelet from your watch. If you want to check that out, please do click on the video right there to see that tutorial. So once the bracelet is off, the next step would be to remove the case back. Now I also have a video on how to remove the case back. If you want to see that video, please make sure to check that video up right here. So once your case back is off, the next step will be to remove the crown. In order to remove the crown, you actually have to look very close into the movement. If you see that little indent right there, where the tip of my tweezer is pointing at, that's where you have to push down in order to slide the crown out. First, you would want the crown to be unscrewed, and once that's unscrewed, make sure it's in all the way. The next step will be to push down on that divot there to slide off the crown. What I recommend you do is you get a toothpick, a wooden toothpick. It will be pointy enough for you to be able to push down, yet it won't be hard enough for you to scratch anything in the movement. You just look for that little divot right there, and while it's pushed down, the crown should slide off very easily. If it doesn't come off easily, then you are doing something wrong. It should take no force to get that out. Once the crown is out, the next step will be to remove the movement from the case. So in most cases, all you have to do is turn the watch over and the movement should come right off. If it's a little bit harder to get out, what I recommend you do is give a small push up and it should come right off. So once the movement is out of the case, the next step will be to remove the hands. The tools that you need to remove the hands is this Presto hand remover, and the reason why it's called Presto is because all the hands are removed in one single step, or you can get hand levers. So what this tool basically does is allows you to get underneath all the hands and to push it out, hence why it's called a lever. It doesn't matter which one you use. For this particular case, I'll be using the Presto tool because it's a lot more common and cheaper for you to get. The last tool you'll be needing is some piece of plastic. Now, Bergen does make dowel protectors, and what this plastic and the Bergen dowel protector is for is to protect your dowel for when you're moving the hands, because the tool is going to get in contact with your dowel and you don't want to risk scratching it or marring it. Now what I recommend for you to do is to wait for the hands to get in a position where you can access them all easily. So I would recommend for you to wait for the hands to get in a position where you can grab them all easily without damaging them. And what I mean is wait for the hands so that they aren't perpendicular from each other. Something like this is fine because I have a point right here where I can get underneath the hands and it won't touch the ends of the hands. So how this tool works is as you squeeze it, this middle portion will be pushing down. However, these claws here will be pushing up. So that allows this middle portion to touch the cannon pinion, pushing it down while the claws pull up to remove the hands. I find it easier to rotate it so that the hands are to my left and right. So I can just go straight down with my tool here. So once the dowel protector is on, get your tool, get underneath the hands and squeeze, and they should all come out in a single step. And the hands are out. From here, you get your tweezers and take off the hands. And you have successfully taken off the hands from your watch. Now you will be very careful when you take these hands off because they're very thin and fragile, so don't put too much pressure on them, or otherwise they can get bent. So I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please make sure to smash that like button and to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more watch content like this.